What's up, guys? This is Dimebot here, and this is Nidhogg 2. It's, unsurprisingly, the sequel to Nidhogg. So, let's take a quick look here. Not really a lot of options. We've got rebindable controls. We have got... Oops. We've got audio options, sliders. We've got video options, windowed, full screen. There are no resolution options, and when I put this thing in a window, it was really, really small and hard to play. Effects, low, medium, or high. Now, these menus, they're not mouse driven. It's really freaking annoying. Outside of that, you've got 3 modes of play: arcade, local, and online. So let's go ahead and jump into arcade and talk about what Nidhogg is. Now, the old game was well known for its minimalist aesthetic, so you may be thinking, what in the actual hell is this? Well, they've completely overhauled the graphics, so let's just take a look at it. It's been, I wouldn't say controversial, but it's caused a lot of conversation. And you do have accessories this time out. You've got things for your head, your torso. We can do a sports bra, because why not? A life vest, some fuzzy boots, some hair, or you can just randomize the whole thing. I'm good with this. And here we are, in the world of Nidhogg. Now, the arcade mode is, sadly, pretty bare bones, but let's jump in and talk about it, because at its core, Nidhogg is a one-hit kill fencing tug-of-war deathmatch. The object being to get the arrow up there in the top right, that green arrow for me, pointing in your direction so that you can run to the end of the rooms, which you see represented by those squares, and, well, get eaten by the Nidhogg. You can go high, medium, or low with your sword. Ow. At least with this fencing saber. And the idea is to fight your opponent and get to the end. As you can see, you can also throw your sword there. Other than that, you have a jump. You can jump and then kind of dive kick. Ow, my head. And I am doing terribly. The game is pretty gory, in case you haven't noticed. But yeah, I'm absolutely getting wrecked by the AI. That's kind of bizarre. Normally the AI in this game is epically stupid. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm the one who's epically stupid this time. Come on. Alright, and I'm dead. Well, at least you get to see the win condition. So you run through here and you get eaten by a giant flying snake worm monstrosity. Yes, I want to continue. Let's try that again. So, talk about... God damn it, the controls. So I am playing with an Xbox One controller. It's perfectly playable with a mouse and keyboard. I prefer controllers for my action games a lot of the time. Did the computer just... AI just taunt me? I think the AI just taunted me. There we go. So, the controls feel good. They're nice and snappy, pretty responsive. It does take a little getting used to, but, I mean, the game works just like you would think it would, and it's an absolute riot to play. It's a great multiplayer game, especially local multiplayer. And we will talk about online multiplayer in just a minute, because that actually is kind of an issue with this game. What? Okay, that's bullshit. Now, as far as weapons go, this game actually does mix things up a little bit. It has that jump over is just not going to work. It has some different weapons. It actually has a broadsword, which has a huge reach. It has a dagger, which is, you know, small, fast, and it also has... I need to stop trying that. That worked all the time in the original Nidhogg. That was a bug. It has a dagger. It also has a bow and arrow, which is kind of an interesting concept. There we go. And we've won. Now, if you're expecting a story out of the arcade mode, you're going to be disappointed. It's just a series of different levels that you roll through. And honestly, while the variety is nice, the backgrounds are very vibrant, and I enjoy them. They have a lot of detail. There's really not a lot to this. It's just, I mean, it is a good look at the core Nidhogg experience. However, it doesn't save your progress, so you have to beat the whole thing in one go, or next time you play, you're gonna be starting over. Which is actually something of a bummer. We'll just keep on going. Oh! They've also incorporated the Nidhogg into the game. In the background, you see him hanging from those ships if we ever actually get out there. Really? I, for one, actually don't really mind the art style change. I think it's certainly interesting. It's very different, and a lot of people are put off by it, which... I knew that was going to happen. So you can roll to pick up your weapons, but you need to be careful doing it. Say, around a pit like that. As you saw there, you can also disarm opponents. And you can also dive kick right onto the point of their sword. One other complaint I will level at the game is the AI is sometimes pretty stupid. They won't always make the optimal play. Of course, you won't always make the optimal play either, but... I found it more often than not, like, they will kill you, and then instead of immediately running off screen, sometimes they'll just kind of stand there and wait, which is absolutely not the optimal thing you're supposed to do. Killing your opponent is supposed to give you a chance to, you know, continue running and get eaten by the Nidhogg, which the AI won't do. Maybe they can patch that, maybe not. I'm not real sure. Let's hop on to one more level here, see if we can show off some different weapons, and then we'll try multiplayer. So here's the broadsword. It only has high and low. It does not have a mid attack, but it has a huge arc, and it will insta-gib somebody. I mean, not that everything else in this game is an insta-gib, but that overhead arc is great for taking down opponents who are trying to jump over you. You also have little neat touches like hiding in the grass here. And as you're probably seeing, once you kind of get into a rhythm, the AI doesn't pose a massive challenge. You just kind of steamroll through them and stomp their face into the mud for the most part. And here we go. I appreciate the stage variety. It's a lot nicer than the old game. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's jump in and see if we can get some multiplayer. So you do have local. You can do tournament matches and specify some different rules. You cannot do that in online, which is kind of frustrating. So, this will give me a chance to offer some final conclusions on the game. So, it's fun. It retains the same core tug-of-war gameplay as the original Nidhogg. Whether or not you like the art style is going to be completely up to you. That's a subjective thing. I don't think it hurts the game. It certainly is a big change from the first one, but you know, characters stand out from the backgrounds. There's a lot going on in the backgrounds. Personally, I'm okay with the change in the art style. I do like it. As far as actual playability, I could wish there was a more fleshed out arcade mode to give you something to kind of go back to, at least save progress for the player. Online, as you can see, there is an extremely low player base for this game. Now, the game's only $20, but I would say if you're thinking about picking it up, make sure you have a friend that is going to be available to play it with you, that enjoys this kind of thing, either online or somebody couch co-op, because it does work perfectly fine for couch co-op, but it takes a while to get a match sometimes, and a lot of times when you do, you're going to get some gnarly frame lag, as you can see happening here. Another problem is you can also sit here for a long time while your opponent picks their goofy ass appearance. Alright. Let's fight in the club. Guess why wouldn't we want to fight in the club? This is an issue I've never had before, but man, does it serve to demonstrate other problems with multiplayer. That lag. Yeah, guys, pick this one up if you like what you're seeing and you have somebody local to play with, but otherwise you may want to, unfortunately, leave it. Much as I want to recommend this game for everybody, there's just not an active player base, and as you can see there, that was not my capture card acting up. That was the game going to hell in multiplayer, so I'm going to chalk that up to that person's connection, but there are definitely issues. Alright guys, that is going to do it for me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.